So the government has just issued a COVID-19 specific return to work safety protocol for employers and workers, whereby they have laid out responsibilities for a planned return to work. With regards to your risk with having MS, as we've discussed in previous videos, this depends on many factors such as age, severity of disease, disease-modifying treatments currently on or previously on, and comorbidities. If you cannot work from home or you're providing an essential service, you should discuss your particular needs or concerns with your employer and occupational health department. It is very important for those of you that are deemed at risk strictly to adhere to social distancing practices and continue to work from home where possible. Before you return to work, you'll have to complete a pre-return work form, and you need to take part in any induction training your employer provides, as this should include what you have to do should you develop symptoms of COVID-19 and identify points of contact from the employer and workers. You need to participate in temperature testing as implemented by your employer in line with public health advice. In advance of returning to work, your employer will have developed or updated the COVID-19 response plan, which includes taking into account workers' individual risk factors, for example, older workers or the presence of an underlying medical condition. You will have to complete a pre-return to work form where you are asked if you've been diagnosed with, confirmed or suspected COVID-19 in the past 14 days. Are you in close contact with a person who's confirmed or suspected case of COVID-19 in the past 14 days? Have you been advised by your doctor to self-isolate at this time, or have you been advised by your doctor to cocoon at this time? Then you should have induction training, which will include up-to-date advice and guidance on public health. What you should do, for example, if you develop symptoms of COVID-19, a response plan, etc. Follow up all the repeated measures to maintain social distancing, wash your hands regularly and properly, follow hygiene advice when coughing and sneezing, travel alone to work, use your own pens, do not shake hands, do not, if you can help it, have face-to-face meetings or go on business trips. If you're worried about how your workplace is responding to the coronavirus, you can contact the Health and Safety Authority's Workplace Contact Unit on the HSE website. Of course, at all times you should check in with your own MS team for the advice for you in particular. So firstly, I would check in with my own MS team here to make sure that if I have been cocooning, it's safe enough for me to go back to work, depending on my disease trajectory, what disease modifiers I'm on, has a transfusion been delayed, and am I waiting for further word or treatment plans from my MS team. If you have been cocooning, you come under the high-risk group. If you're unsure about cocooning, speak to your GP or your occupational health department before going back to work. You'll need to take extra care returning to work, and if you cannot work from home, you need your employer to ensure that they're aware of your risk and to prioritise measures to help keep you at a physical distance of at least 2 metres from other workers. You need to follow the government guidelines for your own particular situation, which includes stringent social distancing, washing your hands regularly and properly, avoid using public transport if possible, or at least avoid it during peak times, avoid social activities and events, do not have visitors to your home, wash your clothes regularly, keep indoor areas well ventilated, and wear a face covering in enclosed spaces where social distancing isn't possible.